So today we are starting functions. Yes, I have made a video on the calculus. Yes, introduction to calculus, and in that video I have told you that functions is the very basic topic or chapter for the subject calculus. Yes, because all the calculus you would have been doing will be based on the function, on the type of function. Yes, there are many standard types of function, so you have to learn what is a function, how to deal with a function, and how to see and how to solve a particular kind of function. What is the strategy for solving a particular kind of function? Because in calculus you have chapters like limits, continuity, differentiability. In these chapters, in these basic chapters of calculus, you should be knowing the basic fundamental characters of a functions. Yes, of the different kinds of function. So for that we have to understand what are functions, what are different types of functions, and all that things. So let's start our video, and I will go to the basic. Yes, I will give my best to understand the calculus part and the functions. Yes, so what is a function? Function hota kya hai? So a function is like a machine. Everybody everybody tells this thing, and I am also telling this thing. Yes, a function is like a machine. What does a machine have? What does a machine has? So a machine has three things. Yes, machine has three things, three components, you can say. First is the input part. Second is its functionality. Third is its output. Yes, a function a function is like a machine. Yes, and a machine has three things: input, functionality, and output. You can't put anything as an input or get anything as an output. The input and output are pre-decided based upon the functionality of the machine you are using. Like if you are using, let's say, a microwave, the input must be a food. Yes, must be a food or a consuming thing. Yes, thing to be consumed. Not all the things, not all the like some sweets. Yes, you can't put a sweet in a microwave. Yes, some things are put in the microwave, some particular kind of things are put in the microwave. And its functionality is what? What is its functionality? The basic character of a microwave is to provide heat. Yes, or increase the temperature. Yes, increase the temperature. What is the output? I'm telling you these things to make you realize that a function has these three things, and these three, out of these three, these two are pre-decided. What is the input and what is the output based upon its functionality. Yes, output is something hot, something hot, कुछ भी हो सकता है, जो भी आएगा बाहर वो गर्म होके ही आएगा. यस, ठंडा होके नहीं आएगा अगर आपका खराब नहीं है. यस, सिंपल सी बात है. सो this is the basic characters of a function, of a function. You can't put clothes in microwave. Yes, you can't put clothes in microwave, or you can't get a hot dog. हॉट डॉग बोला, हॉट डॉग खाने वाला हॉट डॉग नहीं कह रहा मैं. असली का डॉग क्या है? असली का डॉग यू कांट गेट. Yes, out from microwave. So the thing is, output and input are pre-decided. Yes, this is a function. This is the definition, or this is the meaning of function given by all of the teachers when you studied the function the first time. But this is not mathematical. This is not mathematical. Mathematical terms are some bit different. Yes, because there are relations, sets, all these kind of things are also included for defining function. So let's proceed towards the mathematical definition of a function. Let's proceed towards this thing. What is the mathematical definition of a function? Yes, so now I am using some sophisticated mathematical words. Please listen to that. And if you have not done sets and relations, you can't understand this. Yes, you have to do sets, you have to do relation. Yes, after that you can understand this. That is the functional part. Yes, so let's say there are two sets, set A and set B, and let me draw these sets, draw the elements of these sets in an arrow diagram. Do you know a arrow diagram? I hope you know what is an arrow diagram. Yes, let's say this is set A and this is set B. This is set, I hope that's visible, but yes, now it's visible. So let's say this is set A, this is set B, and set A has elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and set B has elements 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Here there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Now, do you know what is a relation? Do you know what is a relation? These are two sets, and from set you get a relation. Can you identify how many relations could be possible from these two sets? I hope you know the formula for the number of relations formed from two sets. That is 2 raised to the power m into n. Yes, this is the formula. 2 raised to the power m into n, where m and n are the number of elements in A and B sets. Yes, it has 6 elements. It also had 6 elements. That means there are 2 raised to the power 36 relations can be formed from these two sets. 2 to the power 36 relations can be formed from these two sets. Yes. Now, all the relations that can be formed are not function. Function, I'm going very slow so that you can be able to understand everything. Function is a special kind of a relation. Special kind of relation. Function is a special kind of a relation. Now I am giving you another definition of function. This is also not the true definition. This is the very कह सकते हैं आप layman terms definition, and this is some bit technical definition, but not pure mathematical definition. Mathematical definition comes after we understand all these things. Yes, so function is a special kind of a relation. Like relation is a big circle, and in that circle there is a small circle of function, like you can say a Venn diagram. Yes, so what kind of relation, now the question arises, what kind of relation फिर फंक्शन होगा. यस, कौन से रिलेशन फंक्शन कहलाएंगे, सारे तो नहीं कहला रहे. सो फंक्शन कहलाने के लिए वी हैव टू अप्लाई apply some rule. This is very important. This is very very important. Everyone understand what is a function, but but if we ask them, please give me the best definition for function, they are unable to give. They give the mathematical definition. That's true, but you can't understand the fundamental of function. You can't differentiate between a relation and a function. A function is a relation which has a specific rule. All the elements of A and B are following the particular rule. Yes, what the rule is, it depends upon the functionality. That's why I focused on functionality. Yes, functionality पे डिपेंड करेगा कि आपका इनपुट एंड आउटपुट कैसे कैसे आएंगे. यस, इनपुट और आउटपुट कैसे कैसे आएंगे. नाउ इन दिस केस व्हाट आई शुड डू इज दैट मैं रूल लगाऊंगा. सबसे पहले मैं रूल लगाऊंगा. आप सबसे पहले फंक्शन नहीं डिसाइड कर सकते. यू कांट डिसाइड द इनपुट और आउटपुट विदाउट नोइंग द रूल. विदाउट मैं अगर ये कह दूँ ऐसे ऐसे जोड़ दूँ, उसके बाद कहूँ अगर मैं कुछ कहूँ कि ये ट्वाइस हो जाएगा, तो दैट्स रॉन्ग. मैंने पहले चुन लिया, उसके बाद फंक्शन उतारूँ. नो, दैट्स रॉन्ग. दैट्स fundamentally wrong thing. Yes, fundamentally wrong thing. So first of all, I will apply the rule. I will give you the rule. The rule is whosoever पता नहीं क्या कहते हैं, whosoever is the input, whatever is the input, the output should be double of it. Yes, whatever is the input, the output should be double of it. Double of input is equals to output. कुछ ऐसा हिसाब है. अभी भी हम मैथमेटिक्स में नहीं गए हैं. अभी मैं सब कुछ वर्डिंग्स में बताऊँ. सब कुछ वर्डिंग जाएंगे अगले पेज पे. अगली बार जब मैं इसको रब करके फिर करूँगा, दैट we discuss mathematical terms. Yes, so first of all we have to give the rule, give the basic rule, give the functionality to the function. अगर फंक्शन को, अगर आपकी मशीन को पता ही नहीं है उसको करना क्या है, तो मशीन क्या है, मशीन किस काम की हुई, मशीन किस बात की हुई. मशीन का सबसे पहला तो यही होना चाहिए कि इट हैज़ अ फंक्शनैलिटी, अ स्पेसिफिक फंक्शनैलिटी. If we know the functionality, then only we are able to give it an input, and then only we can be able to get the output. Yes, desired outputs. Yes, so first of all give the rule, not just like this and फिर दे रहे हो rule. No, this is wrong. Yes, now some more technical terms I am giving to you is that the last things. Two is called the image of 1. Yes, the element 2 in the set B is called the image of the element 1 in the set A. And vice versa हम कैसे कहेंगे कि the element 1 in the set A is the pre-image of the element 2 in the सेट बी. आई होप यू हैव रिटन इट. कि मैंने क्या कहा वही आपको मैथ्स में अच्छे से समझ भी आ गया होगा, एनसीईआरटी में भी दिया हुआ है. सो दैट्स अ वेरी वेरी क्रिटिकल पॉइंट टू अंडरस्टैंड प्री इमेज. व्हाट इज प्री इमेज, व्हाट इज इमेज. यस, कभी कभी MCQ या ट्रू फॉल्स टाइप क्वेश्चंस आ जाते हैं. सो दैट्स द थिंग. So I hope you understand what is a function, how to define a function in layman form, and in some technical form what is a arrow diagram, how to give a rule and then apply the concept. Yes. So इसी एग्जाम्पल को हम आगे लेके चलते हैं. एंड नाउ हम कुछ लेते हैं मैथमेटिकल टर्म्स टू अंडरस्टैंड this thing. So let's move forward. So this is a thing we have discussed in the previous page. Yes, so we have reached till here that output is equal to 2 times the input. This is the mathematical term we have reached in the last page. So let's give it some more sophisticated uh, equation. Yes, more sophisticated equation. Let's make it. So let's consider, let's assume the elements of B as y. Yes, let me write here y belongs to B. Yes, y belongs to set B. The set B के जितने भी elements है that are now called as y, and x belongs to set A. Let me write this. Let me write this. So when I write this, I will get y is equal to 2x, a function, and this is called a function. This is a function. Yes, y is equal to 2x, where y is the name variable given to all the outputs of set B, and x is the name given to all the inputs in set A. Yes, y is equals to 2x. This is called a function. Yes, where you put an input, you get an output. Yes, and the output and input are pre-decided based upon this function. This into 2 is like a function. There can be many functions like y equals to x plus 2, y equals to 3x, y equals to, let's say, something x square plus x plus 1. There can be many functions. Now how to read a function is a different thing. This y can also be written as f of x. Many a times you see f of x equals to like x square plus 1. So what does this mean? F of x क्या होता है? F of x means nothing but function of x. Function of x, or function in x also can be said. Function of or in x. Yes, मतलब हम x का फंक्शन, ये जो टर्म है, दिस इज द फंक्शन ऑफ x. मीन्स कि ये किस पे काम करेगा? जो जो आपके x हैं, जो जो आपके x एलिमेंट्स हैं, जो जो आपके x, जो जो आप चीज़ें लोग हैं, उस पर काम करेगा. यस, a machine always work on the input, not the output. Not the output. A machine always work on the input to release or to produce the output. Yes, so this function works upon the input. Yes, now there can be two variable function also. Let's say like this. This is also a function, can be written also as this, x plus y whole square. This is also a function. Why this is not a function? This is also a function, but in two variables. Now this is a function in x and also in y. Yes, this is a function in x and also in y. So how does this possible? So you know that a machine, क्या एक मशीन में हम सिर्फ एक ही चीज़ डालते हैं? कुछ कुछ मशीनें ऐसी भी तो होती है इसमें पता नहीं कितनी चीज़ें डाल देते हैं, जैसे कि वॉशिंग मशीन. वॉशिंग मशीन वी पुट क्लोथ्स, we put washing powder, we put detergent is also same as washing powder, we put like नील जिसको हम कहते हैं, yes, नील. So we put all these things in a function. We can have one or more variables. Yes, in a function we can have one or more variables. Now last thing to be noted is that function is always, in a function is always some, this these elements are called domain and these are called range. We'll talk about this in the next section also, just a glimpse of that. So in a function we should always remember that कि आपकी जो डोमेन है उसमें जो एक वैल्यू होती है, it can have two images, y1 and y2. It can have two images, it can have two images in this. Yes, it can have, sorry, it can't have two, it can't, sorry, my mistake, it can't have two image, but two inputs can have the same image. Now your task is, please let me know in what function do you see this, that two elements in set A can have the same image. Please let me know in the comment section. In the next class we will talk about some standard function like modulus, trigo, your logarithmic log function, your exponential function, and GIF function, also the signum function. We will talk about these range, domain, graph, all the things we are going to discuss in our next class, not today. Yes, so I hope you understand the basic definition of function and also the things domain, range. Please give me the answer of this question, that in which case do you think the the two values of domain can have the same value in the output. Yes, please let me know. And this is not a function where only one value can have these two. This is not a function. Thank you very much.